Everyone who's played golf knows the mental side of the game is as challenging as any other aspect. We caught up with golf psychologist Dr. Kevin J. Roby during a recent golf conference to gain some insight into how to overcome some of the internal pressure we far too often feel in golf. Each year, golfers spend hundreds, if not thousands, on the latest equipment and newest training aids. Yet only a handful of these golfers will invest any time, money, or effort on developing the mental skills that will allow them to play their best golf. Dr. Kevin J. Roby, golf psychology consultant, has helped many athletes develop and apply these mental skills and then watch their game improve dramatically.
We've all struggled mentally on the course one time or another, whether it's because our confidence tends to wane, whether we think we have difficulty with concentration, we get anxious, we feel the pressure, whatever it happens to be. And these are things that can happen in any sport. And the primary thing that I do is I help athletes to understand that, we all know that how and what we think impacts how well we perform. Most people recognize that. What most people never completely understand is that we get to control virtually all the time how and what we think. So if you can learn to control how and what you think, and if you believe that how and what you think impacts your performance, you can then have much more control over how well you perform. One of the things that I would recommend is that to let go of concerns about the outcome. It sounds very paradoxical, but you got a 4-foot putt, you're thinking, am I going to make it? Am I not going to make it? How's this going to affect my score? How's this going to, what are my buddies going to say if I make this or not? Let's forget about the outcome. Let's not be concerned about that. Let's focus on what we want to do, the process that we want to engage in order to give us our best chance of striking a good putt. So picking out your line, committing to that, thinking about your speed, and then stroking the putt without any concern about what's going to happen. Simply allowing yourself to be engaged in the process and letting go of any concerns about what's going to happen. In terms of practicing, one of the things that you want to do in practice is to have it be more like competition. When you get out there to practice, for example, one of the things you might want to do if you've got an important match coming up is play the round, play the course on the practice tee. So that, the first hole, it's a par 4, you usually hit a 3-wood there. So you get up and you think about, what target would I be aiming at on that first hole? Select a similar type of target on the range. Hit your 3-wood and see what type of shot you hit there. Anticipate that if you had really done this out during the tournament there, what shot would you be left with? And so again, imagine how far the shot would be, what kind of target you'd pick out, hit that club again, and so forth. One of the other things too, though, in terms of preparing for a big match, is that the closer you get to the match, you want to rely more on trusting what you have rather than working on mechanics. We all know how to swing a golf club. We all know how to do these things. The closer you get to that match during your practice, simply rely on allowing your body to do what it knows how to do. One of the best ways to help increase the likelihood of having a good outcome is by letting go of concerns about it and instead focusing on the process.